Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Lindsay and welcome to the Momlogs. So this is going to be part 2 of my WW or Weight Watchers friendly dinner ideas. If you didn't see part 1, I will go ahead and link it up above as well in the description so you can catch that when you're done watching this one. Like I said in the intro to my part 1, I wanted to make this video specifically to show, number 1, what my kids are eating in relation to what me and my husband are eating, and number 2, to show that you can pull from your pantry, fridge, and freezer and throw together a meal that is going to be point friendly. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into this video. You're gonna see a few nights worth of dinners, and I hope you enjoy. Hello and happy Tuesday. Tonight we're gonna have cheeseburgers. I'm gonna have mine without a bun, but my husband and kids are going to have theirs with a bun. I have the other half of my butternut squash that I need to cook up in the air fryer. So I'll go ahead and peel that and cut it up into cubes. And then I also found corn on the cob at Aldi. So that is what we're having for dinner tonight. I plugged the 96.4 lean ground beef into my Weight Watchers app, and I am going to have 5 ounces raw, and I'm gonna make that into a double patty. I'm gonna season with salt, pepper, and probably some garlic powder. And I'm gonna use 1 piece total of the Velveeta sliced cheese. You can certainly use whatever percentage ground beef you can find. It's fine. You could use ground turkey, you can use ground chicken, whatever you can find at the stores right now. I'm gonna have mine just over my spring mix. It's like right on the verge of going bad, so I need to use it up, and then I'm probably gonna have to get out to the grocery store later this week. So that is what is going on here for dinner tonight, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my patties formed. My older son and my husband are going to have the 85-15 pre-formed frozen burger patties from Costco. They're just the Kirkland brand, the grass-fed ones. And then me and Benjamin, who is 2, we're gonna have the lean ground beef. He doesn't care for the Costco, the flavor of the Costco ones, which is totally fine. So I'm gonna use half of my 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm gonna freeze the other half for later, just in case I can't find it at the stores. So we are rationing a little bit here, but we are gonna use what we have, and it's gonna be delicious. So I have these 2 little Silpats. They're just like silicone baking sheets, and you can, these are the toaster oven size. This is in lieu of using like a foil for on your toaster oven little baking sheet. So I'm gonna just press my burger patties between 2 of these, and then I can throw these in the dishwasher when I'm done. Okay, so this is what I've got for the squash. I think what I'm gonna do tonight to save some butternut squash for me for next week, just in case I can't find any at the store, or if for some reason I can't make it out to the store, I'm gonna give the kids tater tots for dinner tonight with their burgers. Do you want tater tots with your burger?
Yeah, I like them.
I thought that would be a special treat for you, and then Mom and Dad will have the butternut squash. So I have tater tots in the freezer, so I'm gonna freeze whatever we don't use of this butternut squash for next week. I have burgers on the menu again. So that is what I'm gonna do. So me and Rob will have butternut squash, and the kids are gonna have tater tots. Happy Wednesday. I keep forgetting what day it is because it just feels so weird this week. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to stick some salmon in the air fryer. I have some frozen asparagus, which I've never bought before. I always buy fresh, but we'll see how it tastes. And Rhodes yeast rolls. So they have been rising all day. I pulled them out of the pack earlier. This is just something that's been sitting in my freezer since Christmas, I think. And they need used up. So this is kind of like the perfect time to be going through your fridge and freezer and pantry and just using up whatever you can. So this is what they look like now. My oven is preheating, so I'm gonna stick those in, and those can bake or start to bake while I prep my salmon. The salmon goes in the air fryer at 360 for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna cut that up. Kids are gonna have all the same as us, except they are going to have fish sticks. And that is because I need to use fish sticks that are up in the fridge. I'm gonna stick those in the air fryer too. And I'll probably get those started before the salmon because I think they're gonna take longer. They'll probably take like 12 or 13 minutes because they're frozen. And yeah, they'll just have ketchup, a roll, and some asparagus. So I think that's it. I'm also gonna put dill sauce over top. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I don't know. I'm gonna use plain Greek yogurt, or no, they didn't have any Greek yogurt at the store, so I just got plain yogurt. Some dill, garlic, probably some lemon juice, and I don't know. I'll take you along with me, and let's make dinner. These are the fish sticks that I'm going to use for the kids. These need to bake at a completely different temperature than the salmon. They need to bake at 450, so I'm gonna do these first. They'll probably come out really hot, so that will give them plenty of time to cool anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those started for the kids in the air fryer, and we will go from there. It is Thursday evening. I've got dinner started. Tonight we are doing rice cooked in chicken broth, just white rice, microwave broccoli, and I am doing chicken. I'm gonna do the Skinny-ish Dishes skillet pickled chicken, but I didn't marinate the chicken in the pickle juices, if that makes sense. I can link the recipe down below so you can take a look at it. I didn't know what I was gonna make for dinner. I knew it was gonna be some sort of chicken that I had pulled out, but yeah. So basically it's just like breading. It's like got a really, really light coating of breading on it. You can check out the recipe for yourself. And I did not marinate it in the pickle juice, so hopefully it turns out okay. So we're just having like your basic protein, carb, vegetable, and I can show everything with the final points as soon as I've got it all plated up. Verdict, it was absolutely delicious. Definitely recommend. Again, I'll link that recipe down below. And we did not marinate the chicken in pickle juice, but I used the breading coating that she has on that recipe. I can show you now what I put on my rice. Like I said, I just cooked it in the microwave, but instead of using water, I used just a low sodium organic chicken broth, and it turned out delicious. I put those seasonings on it and it was so good. I just used the regular minute rice. When you do it in the microwave, it turns out super fluffy, fluffier than I can get it on the stovetop. So it's Thursday and that was dinner, and I will see you again for our last meal, which is Friday night. Hello, happy Friday, longest week ever. Tonight we are doing our traditional pizza. I am making 2-ingredient dough pizza. I've made this before on my channel, but in case you've never seen it before, it is 1 part plain Greek yogurt to 1 part self-rising flour. I use non-fat yogurt. You can use whatever you want, just track the points. I also use the gold medal self-rising flour. There is a way to use whatever kind of flour you want and then add baking soda to it and make your own self-rising flour. And then I just do a little bit of salt in my dough. So for 1 crust, it's 1/2 cup plain non-fat Greek yogurt to 1/2 cup self-rising flour. I use the gold medal brand because it's a point less. It's 5 points total for your crust. And you do bake the crust at the same time that your entire pizza is baking. You don't have to pre-bake your crust. So that's what I'm doing. I've got 1 scoop of Greek yogurt in my bowl, so I'm just gonna keep adding the yogurt and then I'll do the salt. I like to let it set up for a little bit in my fridge so it's easier to roll out, so I can show all that even though I've shown it before in videos. Me and my husband are gonna have the copycat Papa John's barbecue chicken pizza, and my kids are just gonna have a regular pizza with marinara and cheese. So let's do it. Once it gets nice and crumbly like this, I just sprinkle some flour on the counter and then I just turn it over and then I just hand knead it. Make sure you get all the flour out of there. I don't sweat the flour that I use to keep it from sticking my counters. I don't count that at all because honestly, I have flour all over myself. There's flour on the floor, there's flour scattered all over the countertops. So, you know, I'm losing some in the process, so we're good. Also, I have tried to make this in my KitchenAid mixer. I really don't recommend it. I recommend hand mixing with the spatula and then kneading it by hand, just because it is not the right consistency when you try to do it with an electric mixer, handheld or stand. I would say just do it by hand. And don't over knead it or else it starts to get really sticky. So this is 3 pizza crusts here. 1 for my 2 kids. They split a pizza, and then 1 for me and 1 for my husband. It's nice and firm. It's not sticking to my hands at all. So I'm just gonna put it back in my bowl. I'm gonna cover it and put it in my fridge for an hour, and then I'm gonna get started on dinner. Okay, so here's what we're doing for our pizzas. This is the barbecue sauce that I'm going to use, and this will serve as the pizza sauce. I have a 1/2 cup measured out. That is 1 point. It is the sugar-free G. Hughes original. They also have a hickory flavor. It's okay, I like the original one better. I have 3/4 cup Kraft fat-free mozzarella weighed out here. This is 1 point. And then I have these real bacon pieces. I have 7 grams, or what was it, 1 tablespoon weighed out right here. So I'll just sprinkle that on. And then I have some red onion, 0 points. This is the cheese that my husband uses. It's fine to use this. I just like to cut down on the points by using the fat-free one. And then for my kids' pizza, I'm gonna use that regular mozzarella and this leftover pasta sauce. I think I got this from Costco. It's so good and they love it too. So my husband has the grill on and he is making the chicken. When the chicken's done cooking, I'll shred it up and put it on our pizzas with the rest of those toppings. The kids are just gonna have cheese. And yeah, I will show you rolling out the dough and the final points of our pizzas as soon as I've got them done. I hope part 1 and 2 of this series gave you some great ideas to have for dinners while we're all stuck inside. I hope everyone watching this is keeping their spirits up and trying to make the most of this very difficult time. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. I'll see you next time. Bye!